An English conversation practice for tourists. David and Jessica, speaking practice.
Excuse me, is this the way to the taxi stand? I just landed, and I'm a little lost.
Oh, hi. Yes, you're actually going the wrong direction. The taxi stand is on the other side, past baggage claim. Are you visiting for the first time?
Yes, this is my first time here. I've never been to this country before, so everything feels a bit overwhelming.
Don't worry, it's totally normal to feel that way after a long flight. Where are you flying in from?
I flew in from Chicago. It was a really long flight, almost 14 hours with a layover.
Wow, that's exhausting. You must be tired. Do you have your luggage already, or are you still waiting for it?
I already picked it up. I only brought one suitcase and a backpack, so it wasn't too bad.
That's smart. Traveling light makes everything easier. So, do you know how you're getting to your hotel?
I was planning to take a taxi, but now I'm wondering if there's a cheaper option, like a train or a bus.
Actually, there's an airport express train that goes right into the city center. It's much cheaper than a taxi, and honestly, it's often faster too because it avoids traffic.
That sounds perfect. Where do I catch the train?
Follow the signs that say Airport Express, they're blue and yellow. It's just a 5-minute walk from here, down that hallway and to the left.
Great. Thank you so much for your help. I really appreciate it.
No problem at all. Actually, I'm heading that way too. Would you like some company? I can show you where to buy your ticket.
That would be wonderful. Thank you. I'm David, by the way.
Nice to meet you, David. I'm Jessica. Welcome to the city. So, David, where are you staying while you're here?
I booked a small hotel near the city center. I think it's called the Riverside Inn. Do you know it?
Yes, actually. It's in a really nice area, close to a lot of restaurants and a big park. You made a good choice.
I'm relieved to hear that. I read some reviews online, but you never really know until you get there.
That's true. Reviews can be helpful, but sometimes they don't match reality. How long are you staying in the city?
I'm here for about 10 days. I want to see as much as possible, but I also don't want to rush everything.
10 days is a good amount of time. You can see the major sites without feeling too stressed. What are you most excited to see?
Honestly, I've heard so much about the old town and the historic cathedral. I've seen pictures, and it looks incredible.
Oh, it's even more beautiful in person. The architecture there is hundreds of years old. You should also try to visit the night market near the river. It's a completely different experience after dark.
A night market? That sounds fun. What can you find there?
All kinds of things: street food, handmade crafts, clothing, souvenirs. It gets really lively in the evenings, especially on weekends.
I'll definitely add that to my list. Do you happen to know any good local restaurants? I want to try authentic food, not just tourist places.
I know exactly what you mean. Tourist restaurants can be overpriced and not very authentic. I can recommend a few places later if you'd like.
That would be amazing. I feel really lucky to have met you right when I landed.
It's a bit of luck, but I'm happy to help. I actually love showing visitors around. It's one of my favorite things to do.
Yes, I do. The reservation should be under the name David Carter.
Let me check. Yes, I found it. A single room for 10 nights, is that correct?
That's right.
Perfect. Could I see your passport and a credit card for incidentals, please?
Sure, here you go.
Thank you. Your room is on the 5th floor, room 512. Breakfast is served from 7 to 10 in the morning on the 2nd floor. Would you like a wake-up call or any other assistance?
No wake-up call for now, but could you tell me the Wi-Fi password?
Of course, it's printed on this card along with your room key. If you have any trouble connecting, just call the front desk.
Thank you very much. Waiting nearby, all settled in? Yes, all done. Room 512, 5th floor. Not bad at all. Great. Do you want to drop off your bags, and then grab something to eat? I know a small place nearby that has amazing soup. That sounds perfect. Give me maybe 15 minutes to freshen up. Take your time. I'll wait for you in the lobby. Jessica, quick question. If I wanted to walk to the old town by myself tomorrow, how would I get there? It's actually not too complicated. From the hotel, you'll turn left and walk straight for about 10 minutes until you reach a big intersection with a fountain. At the fountain, turn right onto Market Street. You'll pass a bakery and a bookstore. Turn left, walk straight, look for the fountain. Got it. That sounds pretty easy to follow. Is it safe to walk there? Keep walking for another 5 minutes, and you'll see the old stone gate. That's the entrance to the alone. Even in the evening? Old town. That's good. Yes, advice. What if I get lost? It's a very safe area, especially during the day. In the evening, it's still fine, but like anywhere, just stay aware of your surroundings and keep your valuables close. Is there anyone I could ask? That's reassuring. Are there any landmarks I should look out for along the way? Yes, actually. Once you're near the fountain, look for a bright yellow building. That used to be the old post office, and it's a nice reference point. Also, there's a big clock tower visible from most of the old town. So if you ever feel lost, just look for the clock tower and walk toward it. A clock tower, got it. This is really helpful. Thank you. No problem. Honestly, getting a little lost isn't the worst thing either. Sometimes you discover really cool hidden spots that way. That's a nice way to think about it. I usually get anxious when I don't know exactly where I'm going. I understand that. But trust me, this city is very walkable and people are friendly. You'll be fine. Here we are. This is the place I was telling you about. It looks small but cozy. I like it already.
Welcome. Table for two?
Yes, please.
Right this way. Here are your menus. Can I start you off with something to drink?
I'll have a water, please. Still, not sparkling. I'll have the same, thank you.
Sure thing. I'll be right back to take your order.
Jessica, this menu is a bit confusing. Some of these dishes I've never heard of. What do you recommend? If you like something warm and comforting, definitely try the soup. It's the specialty here. They also have a really good grilled fish dish with local herbs. I love trying new things, so let's go with both. Do you think that's too much food? Not at all. We can share. That way you get to taste more without overeating. That's a great idea. What about dessert? Is there something local I should try? Yes, they make a traditional pastry here that's absolutely delicious. It's slightly sweet, with a hint of cinnamon.
Are you ready to order?
Yes, we'll have the soup, the grilled fish, and the traditional pastry for dessert, please.
Excellent choices. Any dietary restrictions or allergies I should know about?
I'm not allergic to anything, but I do try to avoid too much spicy food.
Don't worry, none of these dishes are spicy. I'll put your order in now.
Thank you. A few minutes later. Wow, this soup is incredible. What's in it? It's a mix of vegetables, herbs, and a bit of cream. It's a very traditional recipe passed down through generations. I can taste why it's the specialty. Honestly, this might be one of the best meals I've had in a long time.
I'm so glad you like it. Wait until you try the fish.
This cathedral is absolutely breathtaking. I've never seen architecture like this in person before.
It really is stunning. It was built over 600 years ago, and it took almost a century to complete.
A century? That's incredible. I can't imagine building something this detailed without modern technology.
Exactly. Everything was done by hand, the carvings, the stained glass windows, even the massive stone columns. It's a real testament to the skill of the people who built it.
Do you know if there are guided tours available? I'd love to learn more about the history.
Yes, actually, there's a tour starting in about 20 minutes. It's about an hour long and covers the entire building, including a small crypt beneath the main hall.
A crypt? That sounds fascinating, in a slightly eerie way.
A little bit, yes. But it's really interesting historically. Several important historical figures are buried there.
Let's do the tour then. I don't want to miss anything. After the tour. That was fascinating. I had no idea this cathedral had such a complicated history. The fires, the reconstructions, everything.
I know, right? It's easy to walk past a building like this without realizing everything it's been through.
It really makes you appreciate it more. Where should we go next?
There's a small history museum just a few blocks from here. It has exhibits about the city's founding and some really interesting artifacts from centuries ago.
Let's check it out. I'm curious to learn more about the city's origins.
I thought you might say that. You seem like someone who really enjoys history.
I do. I think understanding the history of a place makes traveling so much more meaningful. Otherwise, it just feels like looking at pretty buildings without any context.
That's a really good way to put it. A lot of tourists just take pictures and move on without learning anything, which is a shame. So, have you thought about what souvenirs you want to bring back home?
A little bit. I want to get something for my parents, and maybe a few small things for friends. Nothing too expensive.
There's a great little market not far from here. It has a mix of handmade crafts and more typical souvenirs like magnets and postcards.
Perfect, let's go there. At the market. Wow, there's so much here. I don't even know where to start.
Take your time. If you see something you like, don't be afraid to ask about the price. Sometimes there's room for negotiation, especially if you're buying multiple items.
Really? I always feel awkward negotiating prices. It's not something we usually do back home.
I understand. Here, it's pretty normal, especially at markets like this. It's not rude at all, vendors actually expect it sometimes.
Okay, I'll give it a try. What about this scarf? Do you think my mom would like something like this?
That's beautiful. The pattern is a traditional design from this region, so it would definitely be a meaningful gift.
I like it. Excuse me, how much is this scarf? For you, 25. Would you be able to do 20 if I also buy this small bag? Okay, for both, 40 total. That works for me. Thank you.
Nice job. See, negotiating isn't so bad.
That actually felt kind of fun. I might get used to this.
Careful, you might become a shopping expert by the end of your trip.
What about you? Is there anything you'd recommend I look for specifically? Something unique to this area?
Definitely check out the pottery stalls near the back. The clay used here has a distinct reddish color, and the designs are handmade by local artisans.
I love pottery. Let's head over there next. Jessica, tomorrow I want to visit that botanical garden you mentioned earlier, but it's a bit far from the hotel. What's the best way to get there?
I'd recommend taking the subway. It's fast, cheap, and honestly the most convenient way to get around the city, especially during rush hour when traffic gets bad.
I've never used a subway system that isn't in English before. Is it easy to navigate?
It's actually very tourist-friendly. All the signs have English translations, and there are maps at every station. Plus, you can buy a rechargeable transit card that works for buses too.
That sounds convenient. Where can I buy one of these cards?
There are machines at every subway station, or you can buy one at a convenience store. I can show you tomorrow morning if you'd like.
That would be really helpful. Thank you. The next morning, at the subway station.
Okay, so first, you tap your card here at the entrance gate. Then, we'll look at the map to find which line goes to the botanical garden.
This map is actually easier to read than I expected. So we need the green line, right?
Exactly, the green line, heading towards Central Park Station. We need to get off at the 4th stop.
Got it. How long does the ride usually take?
About 15 minutes, depending on how crowded it is. On the train.
This is definitely much less stressful than driving in a new city.
Agreed. A lot of tourists are intimidated by public transportation at first, but once you understand the basic system, it's honestly the easiest way to explore.
I can see why locals prefer it. Plus, it's a good way to people watch and get a feel for everyday life here.
Exactly, you notice so much more about a city's culture just by observing how people commute.
This is our stop coming up, right?
Yes, next stop. Get ready to head toward the doors.
The weather here has been so nice. Back home, it's already getting cold and rainy this time of year.
We're lucky, this season tends to be mild. Though summers here can get quite hot and humid.
I think I'd actually enjoy that. I love warm weather.
Then you'd fit right in during the summer festival season. There are outdoor events almost every weekend.
That sounds amazing. What kind of festivals do you usually have?
There's a huge lantern festival in the summer, where the whole riverside area is lit up with thousands of paper lanterns. It's absolutely magical.
Wow, I wish I could see that. Maybe I'll plan another trip during that season.
You definitely should. It's one of my favorite times of year here.
I've noticed people here seem really relaxed and friendly, even with strangers. Is that a general cultural thing?
I'd say so. Hospitality is a big part of our culture. We really value making guests feel welcome, whether they're family, friends, or even tourists we just met at the airport.
Huh, speaking from experience.
Exactly. It's just how we are. Also, we place a lot of importance on sharing meals together. Food isn't just about eating, it's a way of connecting with people.
That makes sense with everything I've experienced so far. Every meal I've had here has felt like more than just eating. It's been a whole experience.
That's exactly the idea. Food, conversation, and company all go together here.
I really admire that mindset. Where I'm from, people often eat quickly and separately because everyone's so busy.
That's a shame. I think slowing down and enjoying meals together makes life feel richer, honestly.
I completely agree, especially after this trip. I might bring that habit back home with me. Jessica, I think I might have a problem. I can't find my phone anywhere. I had it at the market earlier.
Okay, don't panic. Let's think about this calmly. When was the last time you remember using it?
I used it to take a picture of the pottery stall, and then I think I put it in my jacket pocket.
Do you have a tracking app installed, like Find My Phone?
Yes, actually I do. Let me check on your phone if that's okay.
Of course, here.
Checking. Okay, it shows the location is still at the market, near where we were standing earlier.
That's a good sign. It probably fell out of your pocket rather than being stolen. Let's head back there right now.
Thank you for staying so calm. I was starting to panic a little.
It's understandable, but panicking usually makes things harder to think through clearly. Let's just focus on getting there. At the market.
Excuse me, I think I might have dropped my phone near this stall about 20 minutes ago. Oh, actually, yes. Someone found a phone and gave it to me in case the owner came back. Is this it? Yes. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. No problem. Happy to help.
See, everything worked out. People here are honest, especially in local markets like this.
I'm relieved. Thank you for helping me stay calm and figure out what to do.
Of course. Things like this happen while traveling. The important thing is not letting it ruin your day.
You're right. I'm just glad it wasn't stolen.
Exactly. Now, let's keep exploring, but maybe zip up your pocket this time.
Good idea. I can't believe my trip is already ending tomorrow. These 10 days went by so fast.
I know, it really does feel like just yesterday you were lost near baggage claim.
Huh, that feels like a completely different version of myself. I was so nervous and unsure about everything.
And now look at you, negotiating prices at markets and navigating the subway like a local.
All thanks to you, honestly. I don't think this trip would have been the same without your help.
That means a lot to hear. I really enjoyed showing you around. It's not every day I meet someone as curious and open-minded as you.
I've genuinely learned so much, not just about the city, but about slowing down and appreciating experiences instead of rushing through them.
That's one of the best things travel can teach you.
I definitely want to come back someday, maybe during the Lantern Festival you mentioned.
You should. And when you do, you already know someone here who can show you around again.
I'd really like that. Can I get your contact information? I'd love to stay in touch and let you know how I'm doing.
Of course, here's my information. Feel free to message me anytime, even just to chat.
Thank you for everything, Jessica. Seriously, this trip wouldn't have been the same without you.
It was truly my pleasure, David. Have a safe flight home, and I hope we meet again soon.
I hope so too. Take care, Jessica.
You too. Safe travels.